I actually lost a point for that? Wow. I lost 2 points for that, I think. Yeah, sure do. Arena duels after this. Arena duels.
What?
Arena duels.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Division 1?
Huh?
Division 1?
Yeah. Division 1 and Division 4.
Oh, the max material is 20?
Yeah. No, so it's 20 metal and brick and 30 wood.
What the? You cannot build in this mode. You cannot build in this mode.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of ammo.
I'm gonna see how much. You usually get 44, right? You do get 44.
Yeah, but the max ammo is a little bit. It's only, I think it's like only 100 max ammo.
What? Everyone's gonna die.
Comment down below if you guys want to see really like action gameplay, like me fighting, going for kills, or just me playing my play style, like going for placement points and getting kills on the way. Basically surviving till late game. Comment down below.
Yeah.
pretty sure Tomato Head didn't really look that much the same, like he hasn't actually got a giant tomato on his head, but he's got the a pizza costume on the front and his back, and the only costume that's similar to this is the Tomato Head, so that's the one I'm going to choose.
A nice pepperoni pizza. One of my favorites. You know, they said this costume is one size fits most. Doesn't really fit me, so I don't know what that means.
Number 4. Here we have, I think she's a friend of Alyssa Violet, and I think she may have even dated Justin Bieber. I think Number 5. Back to Twitch streamers once again. This time we're looking at Dr. Lupo and his wife, but the only difference here is Dr. Lupo wasn't actually cosplaying a skin, he was cosplaying a llama, so I guess that counts. Number 6. So this guy is cosplaying DJ Yonder, one of the coolest skins, and I think it is. This is Cypher PK. I'm pretty sure it's his girlfriend or his wife laughing in the background as he was cosplaying the Reaper. I'm pretty sure he even painted his face browner to make it look more like the skin. I don't really think that was necessary, but it looks pretty decent.
Is Courage JG funny?
Yeah. That was way too big.
Number 15, a very popular Fortnite YouTuber called Lachlan, dressed up as the Drift King.
Already? I literally just got last in the build battle. I literally just like 2 minutes ago. Yo, on my main account, so many people in the final circle. It gets so annoying. One game, just playing arena duel with my duel partner.
Lucky he's there. Lachlan.
I was playing arena duel with my duel partner. It was like 40 people in the last circle. We actually got top 7. Crazy. Oh no. Totally done by accident. I didn't do that to annoy you guys, I just did it to prevent him from shooting. Even though it didn't mind sound and everything. Can you look down the volume, Leonge? Yeah, I should probably like make a base right here. Yeah, free rotation. You guys see a tree break? I can't see him. I'll have an angle on him. I'll have to rotate. I have the geyser. Top 5. Oh, I actually got circle. What the heck? I think I'm gonna get targeted festival. Like I'm one of the only bases. I think so. Well, I think there could be a person in there. Because I feel like rotating to it, like it's more covered and safe. And it's not like held by like a singular structure. I have a feeling it could be a person there. And it's closer, it's farther away from the geyser. So, I mean, I have rotation. Plus I have a shadow bomb too, so I don't know. I feel like doing it. There has to be someone in there. There has to be. Wait, it's not in the circle, my bad. I want to rotate there. Where is that? Practicing my edits.
It's Lifeguard Rescue here with my top 5 favorite Lifeguard Rescue videos. Coming in at number 5 is Lifeguard Rescue number 1, the first video I ever posted to this channel. It is a fantastic rescue, and I was amazed at how many people had trouble spotting the girl who was drowning in this video. This lifeguard does an excellent job at scanning his water and recognizing the girl who is drowning. He also makes a picture-perfect rescue. Coming in at number 4 is Lifeguard Rescue number 27. This one never fails to make me laugh. The little boy in the red life jacket lays into his sister because she chose not to go in.
I'm not doing it, guys. I'm just not doing it. I really don't want to fight him. It's just not worth it, bro. Oh, they're bill battling. I think that's third party.
Coming in at number 3 is Lifeguard Rescue number 19. This one is a
Oh, I think I'm on him then. Oh, he's overbuilding. You trying to go for my snipe? Hey, it's not me, bro. You guys are dumb. I really want that kill. Oh no. Oh no.
It doesn't take long before this child gasping for air. He tries his best to use his arms to push the water down so he can get his mouth and nose above and take a breath, but that's only sustainable for so long. Luckily, the lifeguard moves quickly and takes the child to safety. Coming in at number 2 is Lifeguard Rescue number 35. This is a great rescue, but one that should never have to be made. Who sends a 3-year-old into a wave pool by themselves?
Lucy doers were off in the distance and they were yelling at me, and I couldn't understand what it was that they were yelling at me. I was about waist deep in the water, and I felt a wave up, hit me from behind, kind of catch me off guard there, and I just looked into the water thinking, what was that? And stepped.
Shit, I don't got a circle. Yo. Oh, dang. I should have used my shadow bomb. I was so reckless. My kill got stolen and I died to the storm. Man, such bots. Look at that guy on the high ground. I bet that guy on the high ground is gonna win. What? For real? This guy's not dying? No way. He's dead! He's dead! Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! What? High ground's gonna win. He's dead. No way. No way.
So how did the game go?
G-Sack.
Is that your guys' first win, or have you
G-Sass actually. What is this guy doing? He's smart.
played ready? You played great.
Aw, man.
So Janae has started to try to lift herself.
Yeah, wait. Wait.
Ooh. It's really nice out there. Yeah, see? Oh yeah, I saw this clip. Zexo and Vinny get taken out by this guy named Middle. It was really pretty. I mean, I felt so sorry for Zexo. He was getting teamed. And then West. You're watching it. Oh man. And I East. It's over. Can't qualify. There's no point in playing arena mode. Can't qualify anymore. And online opens it down to the server. That's the finals anyway, so. I'm pretty sure Zexo and Vinny already qualified. Do you guys agree with people already qualifying, playing? I mean, it's true that they, like, ruin other people's chances of qualifying. I mean, but it's just, we're talking about money here, so a lot of people do a lot of stuff for money. I feel like it's not a good idea exactly, but it's not too bad either. This is the separation that led to death. I think it's this game. Nah. They were separated when they died. No, it just looks like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe we have to pop that. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then he's pretty low too, but he still has shield. But Zexo doesn't have shield. I don't know why he's going in the storm. That was just a bad play. Trying to get out of the opponent's eye. You should probably don't contest for height. But if he goes near his teammate, then he'll get lasered by them too. It's like this separation. You know, when the circle's on the cliff, it's just like really bad. He got that kill, but the siphon wasn't really helpful because like he got lasered from 2 different places. And I think he's gonna have to pop his last spurt. He's not gonna netting up. Oh yeah, it does get lasered. And then Zexo gets, I think, yeah, he gets that kill on reverse K, and Ninja died, so that's the last chance for him to qualify if he's qualified. Oh yeah, I think he could have, but reverse K is Ninja point. Flex is actually doing pretty good in the week 7 solo qualifiers. He's actually pretty popping off. Yeah, they're probably gonna win. They're gonna have good teamwork though. I invited you. You should probably leave. Can you leave? Okay. Now is where they start getting the sweats. This is not stomping anymore.
And I said, say and all night, and I could be and I saw me.
Every year leading up to the NBA draft, we like to compare top prospects to current and former NBA players. Sometimes the comparisons end up being right. Let's try to get more likes on today's video, and let's hop right in. This was one of the best drafts we've ever started off with an NBA fan.
Yo, is there always a Flintlock? Always a Flintlock spawn right there. such a bot. Man, no le piace. Yeah? 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 I'm streaming! Yes, can you open the door? I'm streaming!
Yeah.
Oh, actually, invite me.
You still streaming?
Yeah. I said invite. Fine. Default.
How's it going, guys? My name's Wilson.
Contender League. Open League. Contender League.
It could have been a toss-up between 3 other players.
You're Division 6, right?
Surprises and guys selected
You're
later than
Division
expected.
6, right?
But without any further ado, here are every winners and losers of the 2019 NBA draft. Starting with the winners, the New Orleans Pelicans. When the regular season ended, nobody would have expected them to
What's your
take the
favorite
first
song?
overall pick. But all the talk about before the lottery, the Pelicans finally traded Anthony Davis alongside young Nick Access and Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Mark Cohen,
Where do you want to go?
What division are we in right now?
4, I think. 5, 4 or 5.
Really?
Yeah, I told you I only joined my party, but. Okay, where do you want to go?
Pleasant.
Pleasant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. Lucky, why you don't?
I'm over there.
No.
They're pushing? I'm dead. You don't have a gun? You want a 1v1?
I'll leave. That's what we want.
The New York Knicks, it's been tough for the franchise over the last 5 seasons, pretty much over the last 2 decades struggling mightily. But RJ Barrett, selected at 3rd overall, has star potential at 6'7", very athletic, was a near 23.
Oh yes, finally! Yes! Yes, I love that pickup.
Nice.
Can we do only pickup time? Maybe?
No.
Only flip-flop?
Okay.
On a big island. That's really tough. That's really high, I mean. Okay? Only flip-flops.
Mhm. my god, the guns. How about all flintlock and drum gun, okay?
Give me permission.
I will. Wait, I didn't give you permission. Okay. Hey, don't touch anything. Okay, it's all flintlocks. Wait. I need this space.
I don't make. Okay, I'm gonna make the big thing, okay? I'm gonna make the big platform for.
We're using only wood.
Why'd you break it?
Huh?
I thought we were doing all this stuff on a big island.
Oh no.
You broke all my structures!
I'm starting the game. Why are you leaving? You can take how much flintlock you want, but one drum gun and one shotgun.
Only flintloks.
What? No. Come on. Yo, what the heck? Yo, what the heck? What is wrong with you? Are you like?
What's wrong with you? I thought only was this one.
Hey, you don't know how to.
That's it.
No, yeah, so it's a soccer thing. I'm a default.
For what? Look at the building. You're on PS4. Okay, no, that. Yeah.
What are you doing, man? Do you have disease change? Huh?
We're breaking it down?
Yes. Only Fort Knox.
I'll have my whole loadout with food.
Yeah, same. Hurry up.
Oh.
No. You have to draw. You're about to kill me. Oh, let's not start the game. Let's do a free for all.
I'm gonna make my own chest. Look, this is the best part.
And we can use the new grenade launcher, right?
It's not a grenade launcher.
Yes, it is. The new one. Yes, it is. Proximity grenade launcher.
I didn't use that.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Did you make your chest? Did you get it?
Look! I'm a disco ball. Hey. I thought you said no to the game.
I am. Did you make your chest?
It's not busted. I don't have anything. If you leave.
You want me to drop you a gun?
No.
I can't pull out my pickaxe. I can only build. Wait, what? I can't build floors and I can't pull out my pickaxe. Anything.
Whoa.
Did you make your chest? Did you need help in making your chest? Make it? Do you make it? No, you can't use that explosive. That's too good.
No.
Fine. Try and use a weaker explosive, like the proximity grenade launcher.
No.
Made it?
That is the one one with the wood.
Wow.
Way down to 77 for the and was the best jersey number in the NBA. For the most part, I think a lot of these were clear. Let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you next
Oh, what is that?
without a great signing. The second option on that team, someone that can make up that star's weaknesses and help carry the weight of the team. And today we have the greatest sidekicks in NBA history. And for the most part, these are all ranked on the scale of success. So let's get into it. Number 10, Pau Gasol. And if those were those ones who would have won, there would have been a lot more talk than there already is about the fact that Kobe couldn't have won without Shaq. Gasol in 2008. We've all heard the stories of just how hard it was, but it wasn't a problem with Pau. Basketball. He was always an all-star level player on the Lakers, and had some of the highest basketball IQs in the league. And off the court, they clicked just as much. With Kobe saying that out of all of his teammates he had in his career, he only had true friends, and Pau was one of them. And he was really his favorite out of them. Like this. Gasol's very first full season with the team in 2009 and
Oh, you have all the good guns.
There's no doubt that they wouldn't have even had one championship if it wasn't for the help of Pau Gasol. The Warriors was popular to have thing, but when it was,
Let's do the edit thing. You're inside.
an all-time great
Drop
signing.
all your other guns.
No.
Yes.
Better player.
Fine.
You have to use the game.
Because that was when the both of them started breaking
Okay.
every NBA three-point record in sight every single season. Clay would always finish with the second most threes made each season in Curry, and on top of that, he was the perfect complement. And what made him the perfect complement was that while Curry would carry the load on offense, Clay would still big numbers. But he was the best defender, and would guard the other team's best player on most nights. And taking that pressure off of Curry on defense let him focus everything on offense and led to him winning 2 straight NBA championships. The Warriors won an NBA championship in 2015 and then finished with the best record in the league. 73-9 the next season. Number 8, Joe Dumars.
Yeah, good.
Dumars and a similar relationship on-court to Curry and Clay. Not in the fact that they close to lights out, but in the fact that Isaiah was known to take a lot of the load on offense, while Dumars, who was still great on offense, was known to put on the other team's best player on defense. He was so great that Michael Jordan even said he was the best defender he ever played against. There was no doubt that Isaiah was the better player, but he wouldn't have been as good as he was without Dumars. Because together, these two won back-to-back NBA championships. Won the finals
Nice.
in 1989, averaging 27
You still want to do that? Let's just get back our guns.
the Lakers.
No.
And even though they were both part of the
We
basketball
can get other guns.
Dumars was
Yeah.
really the
A good
only
quad
player on
launcher.
that team that wasn't a dirty
I don't want the car launcher.
known for his skill on the court.
I'm not just okay.
Tony Parker. I don't know if I would technically call Tony
I'm
Parker
only
a
gonna use
scientist,
this
but
window.
we'll count it. Now for a long time, San Antonio was Tony Parker and Tim Duncan. It was clear that Duncan was Duncan's sidekick a lot more than
No!
rookie season. He said that Duncan was on top of the entire team.
Why?
He had to
I'm streaming, bro. I'm streaming.
I don't care. What? I'm leaving.
Oh. A draw?
Kyrie Irving. We saw what Kyrie Irving did on the Cavs before LeBron got there. The man looked like a star the second he stepped foot into the league. He made the second option. Facilitating the Cavs.
Oh, let's not start the game this time.
The guy that off LeBron by driving through the other team's defense, hitting James, and everyone else open looks. And throughout their
Let's
3
play
years
pop
playing
on.
together, Kyrie Irving proves that he's one of the most clutch players in the NBA, with his best moment being his game-winner in Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals, where he helped LeBron finally bring the championship to Cleveland. So we knew that Kyrie Irving was an instrumental piece of that team. We saw just how important he was after he left the team, because afterwards the entire team had to be remodeled and the offense wasn't the same. LeBron had to handle the entire workload himself because nobody could get open looks, and there was a lot of times where the offense was at a standstill, and not even LeBron could get it going like Kyrie did. Number 5, Dwayne Wade. Even before LeBron got to Miami, Wade had already established himself as one of the league's all-time great shooters, which is why, along with Chris Bosh, they all got so much heat, no pun intended, for teaming up. LeBron was in his prime with something to prove, so Wade took the role as his sidekick, and Bosh was usually the lieutenant. But LeBron and Wade have been close friends ever since they were drafted on the same night in 2003. And their relationship showed up that Wade knew LeBron was the best player in the world, and that he was an elite second option. Now they might have lost 2 times in the finals, but they did make the finals every year that they played together, won 2 NBA championships, and the second longest 60-season win streak, winning 27 games in a row. Together, Wade averaged 21, 5, and 5.
Can I read this? Can I reload this? Can I reload this?
No rocket launchers, no explosives. Why, Ryan? We don't play arena duos?
I want to play squad fill. Can I play squad fill?
Instead of making himself look
Are
better,
we
it's
allowed
what
to
made the
play squad
relationship
fill?
so special.
I'm probably gonna end the stream right now.
Each other's commands out tremendously, but it's clear that Malone benefited the most out of their relationship,
Yeah, this
and
will
he
be.
ended up being the better overall player.
Well,
with
you make a
Stockton
long
being the
stream.
sidekick.
Make
Number
it long.
3, Kevin McHale.
Let's do ground game.
I'm gonna leave because I
Let's do
don't.
team up and who can get the most kills.
Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna comment on the World Cup.
What's that?
It's the World Cup.
How do you get that screen?
Oh, you just have to go to the World Cup.
Very sneaky and infamous coming in from the backside of the zone. Finally catches up to Arkram. Going to be looking for shots again. They own all the walls. The walls see and hear everything these duels are doing, and they're calling back saying, "Give me elims. It's my turn now." Boom.
For Elam's Falconer there using his
Yeah,
shield
they're
to
so
get himself
annoying.
healed up. We
And
see
my
Aiden
God.
unfortunately going
Yo,
down. His
Epic
reign
Bill,
in
bro,
this
that's
game
my
is
man
over.
right there,
We have
bro.
a cow at the
Yo, I
very
think
top
Seal Matt
ultimate
died,
high
bro.
ground, and here we
Yo,
have
Candy
Arkram
Epic Bill.
and Falconer
Yo,
down
make sure to
ultimate
subscribe
low
to his
ground,
channel.
utilizing
He's
their
so
builds to
underrated,
try and
man.
get those edits out,
But he's so good.
recognizing where there's opponent right on the other side of that wall. They're going to make the edit.
No, that's
They do.
epic!
They make the edit.
Dang
This
it.
is why it's so powerful to build out like that when you're
Yo.
on ultimate low ground. You need to be tarping like that because you have all the control, Shy.
I believe Epic Will was also 4th, and he goes down when we last checked up on the leaderboards. Unfortunately, Falconer and Arkram, though, are both going to be alive in this end game, as it is, and it looks like a 1v1 v2 at the moment. LV going up. Arkram, Falconer going to retain that high ground. We'll see if they can close this game out. Falconer dropping down as Arkram stays up top. LV in a
I was
box,
just
but gets
saying
bumped
how
as
he was
falls all the way
underrated, but-
down. Doesn't look like he had any mats left for that one, or maybe he fell down to the pressure. Very, very clean win from Falconer there.
Very, very clean indeed. Falconer and Arkram pulling
11
out
kills.
11 eliminations,
This is a
securing
21-point
themselves that
game.
victory royale. Congratulations to those two. We are
Yeah.
just getting started
I mean, Falconer,
with
he's
these NA
pretty
West
underrated
games.
too.
They're on fire in
He has
this
those
region
good
right now.
edits.
Bala, have you been watching?
I have. We're about halfway through NA West, and that is just a presentation of why Falconer and Arcrum are at the top of leaderboards and why they've already qualified. Zeke, we've got some stuff to look at, some highlights, some breakdowns from those last 4 games.
For sure, my man. Let's take a look at Bolt, Johnny, and Dottie. This dynamic duo, I mean, they just represent what you should be doing here, right? Like, this is going to be the skill gap you're looking to achieve all the time. You know, we've heard from several players as far as like 12-hour days of nothing but Fortnite. And this
Johnny's
is
really
what this
good
translates
guy.
to, right? Bolt,
I got the
Johnny, and Dottie
idea of
together,
buying
they're just
a soccer
maintaining
skin
high ground,
from him.
tearing through players
He's
in
a really
these
good
late
high
game
jump player.
circles. Now we're going to be watching
As
them through
Zeke said, he
until a
just
victory
cares to
royale here.
everyone.
And just watch, you know, you can see a lot of team coordination, knowing when to tarp, when to have your dual partner apply pressure. And you see Dottie there on Johnny's left, and he just continued team fire, right? And in this moment, Johnny's like, all right, I need to tarp out, keep our momentum going. We cannot be stopping for anything. We have to be ready to move. And again, just knowing how to navigate fights, knowing how to isolate enemies and lock them down. It's very important, especially in these moments, right? Like, you make a simple mistake and it's going to cost you. Here, they just get the drop and shut the player down. Massive victory out for them. Now, Cortex and Landon here, similar kind of situation in the late game. We saw not that long ago, just the way they kind of terrorize this entire lobby. And this is almost a textbook win, right? They're in a 2v1 right now. Cortex taking the lead, Landon trying to split attention there for just a moment, just to distract the enemy players. But of course, now we get to take a look at the standings.
So Arcrum and Falconer with that win that we just saw, pushing themselves up to 61 points. But of course, this duo's already qualified. So right now, it's Epic Whale and 40 Storm who are getting that one spot that they need. And of course, this duo's kind of a last-minute change, right?
Yeah,
we usually see Epic Whale with Sealmat, but 40 Storm and Epic Whale have qualified in solo. So who knows? Maybe this is the formula that you need to get to New York and NA West.
Yeah, I mean, they're making it work for them, right? Sitting here in second place with the 49 points. So don't forget, there is only a single spot. So if they stay just below Falconer and Arcum, that means they could potentially qualify. But don't forget, we've only got a handful of games played, right? You said it best. We're halfway through, but there's still anyone could jump up, right? Look at from 49 down to 42. That's a 7-point differential. That's just one good game. Hitting top 5 will net you the difference there, right?
And again, this spot really is not counted. Obviously, they're doing the best. They're going to get that #1 spot in the prize money, but this is all what we're talking about. I mean, 49 to 42. You just said it, 7 points.
I mean,
that's nothing.
I think
that really
Sealmat
isn't
is on
anything
vacation
at all.
right now,
But
so
some of these other guys as well. We just talked about Dade and Johnny. We broke down that win. They're at 43 right now. They've got 3 games played.
At first,
they're
Sealmat
starting
changed his name to
to
Epic
heat up a
Whale
little bit. And that's
how good
typically
Epic
what
Whale
we
is.
see
Like,
from
he's
them.
really
Zeke, they
good.
always start at the top of the leaderboard early, but then end up falling down slightly a little bit. We also want to take a moment to check out, you know, what's going on the socials, Zeke.
Yes, so in case that you maybe didn't hear, we actually have a new
on that
Twitter
Insta.
handle. That is
Fortnite
FN
Insta.
Competitive. Check it out. That is going to be your go-to for all things Fortnite competitive going on in the future. Check it out. Send it a follow. We'll constantly be posting updates, things coming up. We've got trios, clips, trios tournament, Fortnite World Cup
If you guys
finals.
didn't
It's
know,
all going to be like
there's
the
going to be
new
a competitive
one-stop
trios
place,
tournament
one-stop shop.
held July
it's one-stop
13th and July
shop.
14th.
I think that's
And-
right. I don't-
You got it.
Yeah, anyway.
I'm not going to be
Everything.
streaming
I've been
it.
checking
I'm
it
going to
out all
my
day. It's
main account.
awesome.
It's
You
my alt
gotta throw it a
account that I
follow.
can stream with.
But with that, we need
And
to
I'm
get
probably
back
gonna
into
hurry
the
up with my
games.
dual
We're
partner
going to throw it over
and
back to Shy
backup
Wager
dual
and
partner.
Pookie.
Thank you, Bala.
Ready.
Don't mind us. We're just over
You're
here
not my
playing around
backup
with filters on our phone. It's actually hilarious. I didn't hear anything Zeke just said there.
It's Ethan
Doesn't
and
really
Bruno.
matter, probably. But hopping right back into these
Ethan's the
NA
man.
West games, we're looking up for Corey right now and his duo
I'm looking
partner,
at Bakaya now.
Broadstar. We
Her
saw them
voice
play a little bit
sounds
earlier.
like
These
a-
guys look like they have a ton of
It's not
synergy, but
broccoli, it's
you know, I suppose
broccoli.
you're going to get that when you are playing
Frog
together
and a
for
baller. Frog and a baller.
12
Wow.
hours a day.
bot.
And just a little bit of a side
It's a
note
bot.
here.
It's a bot.
I just got word that Ricori was actually
Wonder
a
what that rap is. Yo.
golden ticket winner. He did play in the Creative Showdown at
Get out of here.
on the games this
Boom.
weekend. He was on the Little Whip team.
Bop.
So
Bop.
kudos to him for, you know, showing up and saying, you know what, I can play more than just creative games. I've got this competitive edge in me as well.
Absolutely. Back when TwitchCon was a thing, I actually think I had a conversation with Precori. We were about to duel for a second, but the regional difference with him being west and me being east kind of blocked that entire engagement out. He has been grinding for a long time, though. A little bit of name changes going out here and there as well, but, you know, always staying OG to that broccoli start from the get-go. He's going to be kind of having some trouble on mid-ground here, so we'll see if he can actually own up and get height. He is going to be solo duoed now. Jaeyoung going up for a quick heal and getting blocked, but his duo comes in from the sky Batman style and breaks in through the skylight, picking up that next elimination as well, saving the time from that engagement. That's a big thing, especially when you're fighting on these big mid and high ground layers. The more time you take, the more your fight expands, the more you get into risky positions, the more you can get into trouble. So Jaeyoung and his duo just playing that timing perfectly, and now have a nice perch to set up on Pookie. We'll see if they can find any angles when they're looking out up top.
Yeah, and just to your point, Shai, actually, now that you mention it, you know, ever since the introduction of the combat shotgun and the pump being vaulted, you know, I feel like engagements are lasting a little bit longer. You're not getting the one-shot pump shotgun to the face anymore, and
yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Really just like that. So, you know.
Oh, sorry. Oh shit. What I just do? Sorry, I like accident.
And as efficiently as possible is key.
Yeah, I can feel that combat nerf there, as well as those shots hit for about a total collective of 15 damage, usually hitting for a lot more. Maximo might be frustrated at that, but he does have a lot of mats and 3 elims going on to this stick circle rotation. We'll see if he can grab height as he 90s up, blocking off the competition. Very smart placements of floors as he moves up as well from tier to tier of height. He's going to start focusing down on the backside of Storm. That's instinct to a lot of good players at this moment now. 10 weeks of practice, you know exactly where to look when you're done rotating. Maximo now going up for that big call to take out this whole mid-ground layer. Can they find shots on this newly builded brick now? We'll see if he can get into a better vantage point. Psych looks like he might have died to the Storm, or got eliminated to the Storm when these guys were moving in. He got a little bit of a damage tag on him there. Maximo doing a really good job of keeping a track and eye on everyone in the Storm circle or in the zone at the moment.
Yeah, and Jaeyoung actually doing a really great job of tarping beside Maximo, making sure that where they're walking right now, because they are on ultimate high, is completely reinforced and they don't need to worry about being shot down. Maximo having a little bit of trouble here getting out of this Storm, does take 2 ticks of Storm damage, but does recover nicely, hits for 15. There isn't going to get a knock or an elimination, but it doesn't matter because Jaeyoung and Maximo are on maximum height. But look at Howl going up there in the baller, just maybe making a play for high ground, but maybe trying to pose as a little bit of a distraction against these two. Unfortunately, Howl does have to be careful because those ballers don't have as much health as they used to. Jaeyoung raining down shots at this point. They aren't really going to be getting anything right now. They need to do something at this point. There are still 16 players alive. They only have 5 eliminations between the two of them, which is great, but there is only 1 spot, Shai, so every point matters. These guys need to be fragging right now.
Absolutely, and pop-off games are always a thing as well, so you got to be playing the best you can on each game, and the best
that was Bro Corey. That was Broccoli, man. Frog in the baller.
A quick wall replace edit with pressure, a rift available, but he decides not to actually take the rift as well, holding height for his duo to come back down and then possibly looking back up for the beam. Just high IQ plays here as white damage is on his enemies. Devi goes down, 60 hertz not being enough to let him see the right play. Jaeyoung moving around, 7 elims for this duo together. Still more people rifted up in the air.
Want to get stuck in the rift because high ground is very important, and high ground is
that high tier
everything.
once again, taking out all those high ground mid tarps. Gibby and Temple now on that high mid tarp as well, moving in. Pookie, they've got so much healing and a rift on deck as well. How would you segment out using the stuff at the end of the game?
Well, at this point, what I would be doing.
Oh, the heck? What happened?
And it does have that area of effect, so using that as soon as you can is going to be great. But I like to see that they are able to actually take out a player as well. So Jaeyoung does take a little bit of damage, but he is going to get the 50 siphon off of that. It will bring him back up to 200 HP. Maximo and Jaeyoung looking very strong right now, taking out another player, absolutely just bodying these players in this lobby.
You talk about Maximo, he's going to get the maximum potential at the moment from this high ground. Nevalac at the bottom with Pash. Looks like it's going to be a classic classic 2v2, but Jaeyoung has that momentum at the moment. Passionately looking for some shots, not being able to connect too much at the moment. Nivelak getting knocked down. Passion a 1v1 now. Jaeyoung going for the finish. Both players actually going for the finishes for their respective HP. He's taking a lot of shield damage. Doesn't look like he has any more mats to use. Pash up top.
No,
Jaeyoung
that was a bad call.
Rift. Is it the right decision? We'll find out in just a moment. Any tree to land on. Anything. Jaeyoung taking a lot of shots.
Yo, what is this guy doing?
1 second left. The chunk splashes coming in. Is it enough? Pash hit the storm.
Yo!
Oh my
what the heck?
Jaeyoung, the last second clutch.
Oh my god.
The third time we've seen it today, and probably the most clutch.
Are you
we've
kidding
seen
me?
As well as he gets the top spot.
Are you kidding
most
me?
IQ I've seen in a high ground hold ever from
my
any region
god.
so far today.
That was an IQ, bro. That was like the dumbest play, but it was the smartest play. Oh my god.
Indeed. That was
god.
absolutely wild. Recognizing that he still had those 2 utility slots that he hadn't used, the Rift to go,
That's all I have
and
to
the Chug Splash, playing that perfectly. Somebody needs
everyone
to
on
clip that
60
on
hertz?
stream. Please
Is
shout it
that
out to
on
me or Shy after he makes
59.9?
hashtag
Oh my
Fortnite
god.
World
Like,
Cup.
I'm
I
left
want
out.
that one to go on my little wall of clips that I have on my desktop at home, because that was
this is one of the worst
amazing.
Yeah, not only using that Rift to relocate, but then popping off those chug splashes as well, isolated. Talking about isolated now, Vibes finding someone on the low ground as well, once again utilizing these vertical positionings that happen. A trap coming down, looks like it takes out the ball that Kickback had, or the ball that was in their turtle at the moment. More focus coming down to the same place they got an elimination earlier. This is smart, as they know someone is going to be going for that loot. They can use it kind of as a set trap or bait for people to come in and see. Slipstream's still up and alive right now. You think anyone can catch them as they're moving around. Rexy's actually taking a little bit of damage going through.
Yeah, and there's so much building here. You know, if you do want to utilize the Slipstream, you could possibly do it and land on top of any one of these players' builds, but really nobody in there right now. We're taking a look at Iota, and we have Vectical here as well, looking very, very good. And, like, they do have that new proximity grenade launcher there. How are you feeling about that item so far in the game?
So the proximity launcher is very interesting just because it does pack such a wallet, but at the same time takes an essential slot that everyone already has, you know, determined for their playstyle and their, you know, building, their rotations. So at the moment, although it is a very strong item, it's very situational, and you do have to give up, you know, say smokes, a heavy sniper, stuff that's been true and tested. It still is a very new item, in my opinion. Duos have been using it to turn tides, but at the same time, you know, which duos are we not seeing, because they do get eliminated at some point in the game. Just like right now, you see Iota going up with Vectical at the moment. 2 shadows and a Proxim launcher still available at the moment. Will they get the wall replaced? A stink, no, Chug Splash is coming down as his duo holds. This is a very dynamic fight. An edit coming through. Angel coming up with the pop, but does finally go down as he gets picked up. Aspire goes down as well. Now Iota has to move out by himself. Unfortunately, his duo does go down in that engagement, but they do pick up those 2 Elam points. So will that be worth it going forward? Would it be better for both of them to stay alive for placement, or would it be better for those Elam points to come through and then the possibility of a solo person playing for placement? What do you think?
I mean, Iota certainly has his work cut out from him. There's still so many players left in this lobby. I think at this point he is in mid-ground, so if he can lay low for a little while, hope that these other players kind of take each other out, eliminate each other, he can kind of sneak in under the radar. If he does opt to go for placement points, that would probably be his best play. But here we are looking at Dade again. Johnny is still alive as well. 46 points so far on the leaderboard for these boys. They also have 3 eliminations between the 2 of them. I'm waiting for these guys to pop off, Shai.
They're almost at their natural element. High ground is where these guys perform. We saw it last game. They're so good at just looking down, just like this. Morton getting popped. Nonix looking left and right. 23.76. Ping won't be enough for that individual to stay alive. Fabs now fighting for height, decides to slow down. Him and his duo actually look like they're up there. No, that is a fight happening. A lot of Rifters now coming down left and right. Golden up top. We'll see if he can stay shiny while he looks at everyone else down in the server.
That was a good clutch play by him.
A lot of people still rifting. Looks like the Bolt boys are up top as well. Not sure where Johnny is. He's right below.
Chug splashes. No mobility items.
It's going to be very hard to just pickaxe in the boxes. It's going to take a little bit more time.
Both have
once again, now
200.
they're going to be choosing to stay on mid ground, not fighting for height
it's
just yet. They do have a lot of mats, so maybe they're waiting for the rest of the lobby to use all the mats in these fights, then take it. 90's coming in now. We'll see if Dada can go up top. Johnny already up there. He's going to be adjusting his path left and right. Not only does this give him the movement option, but the angles for the shots as well, as he's going to be sneaking behind using enemy builds, finally catching up on the backside. A big 130 shot going down on Golden, all the way getting dropped to bronze now. Unfortunate for him, shots getting up, down, or from up, getting shot from up top to down low now. This is where these guys have that insane accuracy. What do you make of this huge build?
Well, look at what happened. So Johnny was completely separated from Dottie in that position. He was at 50 HP. Dottie absolutely just cranking the 90s, working his way up the side of that mountain to get up to Johnny, ends up taking out players on his way and then utilizing those chug splashes to heal his partner up. That is the duo partner you want.
Absolutely. You want someone that can support you,
ooh,
but also
that laser with the blue AK. I feel like blue AKs are really, really bad right now. Okay, I think that could have changed my opinion.
I'm not gonna lie, that was really good. 200 mats left now. As more elims come up top, it's just relaxed for these guys. Another day in the park, another walk on the beach. It's just easy comings for them. Shots getting shot up from the bottom side now. But since they are on brick, it's going to be nice and supported. Oh, Geo, oh no, taking a lot of storm damage coming in from a launch pad. Sometimes you do have to dip in the storm to make sure you don't take any shots. He finally goes down. Now, it looks like it's a 2v2v1 as Prolo and Pear are looking up and down. Very dynamic, looking for all the elims. Fruity finally goes down as Prolo challenges height, kind of buying Pear time to see if he can see anything from the down low, kind of baiting Johnny and Dade up. Prolo and Pear now going to be looking side by side, not staying in the same box. Smart stuff, so the pressure isn't applied to both duos at the same time. They do look a little bit stressed on mats, though. If this shot keeps happening from up top, the pressure does not stop. They've actually, Johnny and Dade confirmed so many elims and then got the fruitions from them, the mats. We'll see if that will hold true. Johnny finally getting dropped. Prolo goes for a shot.
Yes, come on, Johnny. You got this. Johnny, yes, Papa, please win. Let's go. Wait, let's go.
Back to back, popping off.
Let's go, Johnny.
Easy comings, easy games.
I said they had to pop off.
You guys definitely gonna qualify.
Wait, I don't want to say it was because of me, but it was probably actually
Johnny, yes, Papa, do you qualify?
Is that chug splash?
It was because of me and possibly also their skill
and
mechanical
Give me that money.
plays in the game, but you know. Here we are hopping into the next game. I don't really even know what I'm saying today. I think I have the Z curse or something like that. I'm saying random things and just kind of going with it. But here we have, is it Bo QT?
Yeah, looks like it's Bo QT and Cold
QT and
Cold squeaky place.
I'll be right back. A couple of cuties here, just sitting in their cone, kind of utilizing, I know you can't really see it, but there would be an edit there. They use that to visualize everything. So if you're sitting in cone, you can edit it out and kind of peek through it just a little bit. They are holding it on there, the edit, just to, you know, make quick work if they are having to move or if they do see an opportunity to take people out. And you can see people actually rifting through the sky. He does take that opportunity to take out Razzie. Razzie, unfortunately, getting to take the L dance done to him. You hate to see it, Shy.
Absolutely. Right now, too, Bo, although he can play around his builds, has to play around a gray tack as well. So we'll see if they do end up surviving. We go back to our featured duo that was there before. Jarvis and Tilt, both going to be in ballers as well. They do have a chug splash as well to use. They're going to be going left and right, utilizing the speed boost and momentum for looking the right way. When you hit that boost on the baller, there is kind of a skill gap if you do want to be very efficient. Tilt kind of going in between builds and a fall behind Jarvis. Will this prove bad for the duo? Jarvis still looking healthy. These guys do have 4 eliminations right now as we move in to the 5th moving circle. He's going to be looking to get a nice position. Looks like these guys finally got high ground, almost securing their balls. Tilt, or their ballers. Tilt's baller going down. Jarvis and Tilt now on the highest point in the map as the other individuals have to kind of hop off. And Geyser's not going to be available to come down. Is it going to cost too much, though, as those combat shots are coming in? Astra getting switched on by that AR, maybe, you know, till it's saying it's time to beam.
You know what?
Enough of the pop shots.
Enough of the pop shots. Although he only had 36 HP left,
yeah.
or less, because, you know, it was just one shot there with the AR. But you know what? I mean, better to go for that if the first shot accuracy. It's a way easier shot than try to, you know, pump pellets into somebody from 100 yards away.
Absolutely.
But here we are taking a look again at Cold and Bo just sitting in mid-ground, not really trying to go for anything. They have one elimination each. They are playing very, very safe right now. What do you make of this, Shy? Why are they playing so safe?
I mean, they're looking for options. A lot of good duos when they have this much flexibility in their actual loadout build. You know, they have the heals, they have the rotation, they have the beam, they have the close range shots. They have options. It's not always good to force out one type of game style because you might have another one pop up in just 2 seconds. So they're probably just trying to feel out the server, use their position for that 6 zone, see how the server and the players in them will treat their rotation, their position, and then play off of it that way. Once again, they probably don't want to get too close to people as well, as Bo only has that great tack. These beams coming in greatly, getting a lot of pressure, eliminations left and right, up and down.
This guy's knocking everyone.
Basically, with this shot that he has, just insane, hitting every single bullet that he fires. Cold now moving forward, 5 elims for these guys, 21 duos left alive, so we're not at placement just yet, but points being picked up by these reactive and proactive duos as well as they make things happen. Dolphins goes down as the Chug Splashes come up. Really, really cool interaction where one person can still shield up and get health as they're moving around on the map. What do you think is going to happen this game with Cold and Bo? You think they're going to pop off?
I mean, they literally just went from 2 to 6 eliminations between the two of them. So exactly like you said, looking for options. You called it perfectly. These guys are probably just waiting it out. Knew that they didn't have the ability to, you know, do anything long range with Splodes or Snipe. So they were waiting for people to get close to them. But here we have Yagi and Lucas getting rifted out there. Yagi putting a ton of damage onto his opponents there and really pressuring them, but he is going to pull his umbrella early, take a look, see maybe if he can make a play for high ground. We have Destroyer at the very top with his duo there. 25 players remaining,
Jarvis goes
17
down.
duos left. We're about to hit top
Jarvis
15, and Yagi said, you know what, I can't actually take high ground. I'm just going to go down here, you know what, play it a little bit safer. I don't know where Lucas is. Did he get separated? Oh, nope, there he is. Just dropped right in, right as I said it.
Like a feather just drops from the skies.
So graceful.
Link up with his partner. Yagi now trying to get into a box. 8 elims on him right now as Lucas is playing kind of the support role in this duo. Shots coming in, a trap available. It is his, so he can bypass it. Dart flies.
Wow, the flicks.
Holy! They're just popping off right now. I haven't seen anyone on West right now miss too many shots, and every shot spot. These guys have 50 points as well, so they could be in the running when we get those leaderboard updates. A lot of mats available.
Oh, he should have used it when Yagi was there.
Lucas with 1,000 mats available to him as he moves up. Just amazing plays here. Getting those mats as well from eliminations is just, it's perfect at the moment. They have an RPG as well, Pookie, that can use late game.
They do. They only have 2 rockets in it, though, and they are a little bit separated. They are going to have to get together here. Yagi had put down a campfire, so he was probably calling up to Lucas to say, you know what, come sit with me by the fire. We're not going to roast any marshmallows, but we are going to get some health back. But here we see them breaking out of this box here and looking to take this high ground or drop these players down, and they do. He drops him down with the RPG, doesn't get the shot off, unfortunately, but we see them here. They are getting into the top 6, so very close to the top 5 placement, but he only has 5 health.
It's insane right now how he's alive. His options are so limited. He has to go for these raw RPG shots. Sensei Tacos goes down. It's Taco Tuesday on a Friday right now. Lucas getting up to 100 elims. That was 2 for the cost of 1 rocket onto the low ground. A shadow bomb being very sneaky. Can he get those combat shots off though? Waiting for his moment. Gets that finish. Will it be able to give him the health he needs? No rockets available just yet. He has to barge through with his spam. Sees the launch pad. Hits a tree. He's getting tossed all the way around by the server, but that time spent in the storm lets him be sneaky to come back into the safe circle. Cold finally going down. The Bo QT and Cold QT Wombo combo is still alive actually with Bo on high ground. Lucas on less HP. Bo with a lot, actually 3 mats left, has a great tax still all the way till the end of the game. Has minis, but they won't be of much use now. These guys are going to have to take this 50-50 if possible. Bo does not know how much HP his part or his opponent has. It is kind of turning up, though. The angle, Bo coming down with a better angle, though. Doesn't mind the hill blocking off his opponent there. He's just going to drop down, hit him with that Congo dance. Get in line, my friend. This is my game. I'm looking good doing it. The QT combo comes in from start to finish.
Yeah, they were definitely looking cute in that last match. Indeed, Cole just showing them how it is done. But here we are getting into another match. We are over by Salty Springs this time.
And Old Man Mountain as well, as Sundown always says. 1 hour left on West, and in this moment too, if this zone bounces back the wrong way, it could spell disaster for all these low ground individuals who are in the map as well. All these people trying on this West server for that one spot, the last chance for the Fortnite World Cup. The zone does look like it's moving into Salty as well. You can put that on YouTube if you want. That's going to be a big bop.
Booted back to the lobby, 100%. Now, you saw there how they utilized just breaking the pyramid there, utilizing the heavy snipe to then just completely take him out. That was so well coordinated, so well played. Sceptile just using the launch pad here to rotate over. His teammate Chio is just behind him right now. They are getting shot at a little bit, but he isn't going to take too much damage. They do have a ton of healing between them. So we're going to have to see if Chio can join him. They can utilize the chug splashes. But Chio says, you know what? No, there's a player up here, and I think I want to keep an eye on him right now. He may have made a little bit of a mistake because now you can see how much health he effectively has left.
Yeah, I think when Sceptile actually took that launch pad, it got shot out by someone in the actual safe circle of the storm, and then Chio was forced to use one of his Rift-to-Gos to actually get out of that situation. Chio now getting finished off by that stink grenade by 100 Thieves Sir Demetrius. Sir D is going to be amazing to see how he can come back. Maybe he can also qual. It's always up to, 1 hour left, 2 or 3 pop-off games. It's always easy, or not really that easy, to have that confidence to pop off, to get those spots in. A care package actually available right now for any duo that's risky enough to go get it. Looks like it's being boxed over. That could change the tides of the game for individuals. But as I said, it is a risk. A lot of pressure gets put down on those individuals, Acid and Garrett, when they try to make that play.
Yeah, and you can see here Base Soldier and Sir D just sitting up in the box right now. Got a shout out to Base Soldier, a good friend of mine. We play together often. I love seeing him in these games because I love seeing how he plays when he is not having to put me on his back and carry me. Now we have Cypher, PK, and Ranger actually down at the low ground. I caught these guys. I caught a little bit of Cypher's stream last night when he was trying to qualify for today with Ranger. These two looked so strong together. Game after game, they had a plan and they follow it. I don't think they really deviate much from the plan unless they're absolutely forced to. And going into these games, and not only just knowing that you have a plan, but also not deviating from it, even though you really want to. Ranger just gets the knock on SJ. SJ goes down. He's down. He's going to end up finishing him off, breaking out of the box there to rotate over, uses the rift, pulls up Cypher, and they are out of there. They net themselves one more elimination, putting this duo at a collective 6.
Sceptile is also still popping off. Finally picks up the duo of Acid and Garrett on that mid-ground layer. Knock, knock, open up the door. It's real because Ranger and Cypher just randomly stumble on that duo in the mid-ground, get a very nice point boost as they move up as well in the server. Now have ultimate height, going to be looking down, a very nice relaxed leisurely time, trying to find as many Ewans as possible. But Rifters are coming up from up top. How would you prioritize, Pookie, when people are coming up from up top, you have to get Elims down low? What is the focus usually when you're trying to maintain height?
I think honestly, like looking into the sky, trying to, those are free eliminations there, Shy. You know what? Like those guys were hanging in the sky for so long. I've seen time and time again these players are able to just completely knock players out of the sky like that. So if you are well tarped and you have the floors and the pyramids protecting you, I think looking above is key. And just like that, we see Cypher taking out another player down below. So prioritizing people above you first to make sure that A, don't take high ground, and B, maybe you can get a quick elim is probably the best route to take there.
That's absolute facts, because that is the priority. That's the trouble you have on your layer. And then, just like Cypher did, you can just focus down and pick up anyone else on that low ground. Viday up in this game as well, or Vide. Base Soldier now knocked down to a lower tier of height in the game. Shadow Bomb's available, but a Baller as well as Opa is going to be forced to actually move around on foot in this zone. The Baller might not be the best option moving around this cluster of low ground where there's so many builds. The Baller has to bounce off multiple times as well. Cruels finally goes down. Opa now has to move on by himself. Does get a nice back shot towards an enemy who was not focused on the storm. You always got to protect your back as you're moving through. You never know who's going to have that much trouble moving into circle. Opa now smartly going up one height layer as well onto the mid-ground. Base Soldier getting knocked down as well as Opa just continues his tirade on the whole server up on a campfire. Not sure if he recognizes, has no more mats left, so he can't go for the wall replace. Only has his reactions, his true wit, has his flicks up as well. Can he juke out? 2 HP, the Base Soldier. Elim comes clutch for him to get his first Siphon HP up, but he did end up dodging the shots. His movement is so good, but not good enough there as Wilds picks him up. Ranger now on the bottom, picking up the back of Wilds, and Mercs gets murked as well. Ranger hunting everyone else in the server. Subtle, who we saw earlier with these combo snipes and these stink grenade usages all across the map, is going to have height in this moment, Pookie.
Yeah, and it's a 1v1v1, so you know what, Ranger had to unfortunately say goodbye to Cypher in that moment and just keep going. We have Subtle at the top, Bolt versus Duo. Bolt loves Duo, and Ranger down at the bottom. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of a play here for high ground. Bolt ends up taking it from Sceptile, who was trying to do a little bit of a heal off, but Ranger's just sitting at the bottom waiting. Let's see, Ranger does have the most health at this point out of anyone.
Sceptile does have that chug splash, but it's not enough. Looks like he might have just ran out of mats. LV's Duo takes over that height, but Ranger with the shootout. LV goes down. You can build up, but you have to stay supported. You have to have that foundation.
Let's go,
and it
bro,
just wasn't
Ranger.
There. Balla, did you see that? What do you make of it, man? The West is wilding up.
I did see that, and really what it's, the question I have right now is, are they really silencing the haters? Everybody who says they spend too much time creating awesome content, that Cypher, PK, and Ranger, with that win and their performance in Week A, they've got to, you know, start to silence these guys, Zeke.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we literally just were talking about it. These guys have been grinding and working their butts off, and this is the product of it, right? Like, they're showing everyone, hey, we deserve to be here. You know, though, I have pulled some fun little clips if you want to take a look.
Did you? What a
surprise. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, right? Let's hop right into some of the action, starting things off with Maximo. Those rifling skills are absolutely insane. Also, this combat shotgun flick. Also, tiny baby shout out to Brockery. I actually met him at E3. Super chill dude. He was very excited. And I was very excited to meet him.
This pop-up
now,
game right here?
Yeah,
this
absolutely. This, I mean, I feel like we had to highlight this, right? Jae Young's 90,000 IQ play, dropping down into the tree and just using the chug splash.
I love how he lands in the tree at the perfect spot that breaks the line of sight from the too. So that's just clutch.
Let's do it.
You love to see it. And of course, I highlighted him a little bit earlier on in the last package we did here.
This one was really sad. He didn't realize that it was
Johnny.
His wall.
Don't forget, right? So in case Johnny isn't on your radar, Johnny is the winner of the Blackheart Cup, right? He's the first controller player to win a major tournament. And now to see him, like, this is why I like highlighting this duo specifically, because this is a duo I believe can qualify. I think they have everything there. They've got to put all the pieces together, and they could potentially see a qualifying spot, and they continue to have pop-off performances, right? And especially, like, look at this right-hand angle. You know he's trying to do everything. The player jumps out and he's ready with the nice little duck and weave. This is the kind of play you need to be bringing to the finals if you're looking to qualify.
And they are reaping the benefits of excellent play because they're in second place right now, right under Arkham and Falconer, but they've already qualified. So this is the spot right now that you want to be in, and we saw last time we took a look at Sanding Zeke. The spread was only 7 points. Now, the Bolt duo right here are starting to thin that, to extend that lead a little bit more.
Yeah, and this is why I kind of want to highlight him, right? These guys are slayers. Do not sleep on them. Now, keep in mind, they also have the 5 games played as opposed to someone like Punisher and Landjunk to have the 6. You've got this duo here that has 6, even 7, you know. They've built themselves a hefty lead here. 8 points, it sounds like not that much, but it kind of is. 8 points is a really great game, right? So these guys could catch up. But we'll see.
Looking at Jae Young, that clutch.
Yeah.
Is what puts him here in third place
splash,
right here. Ooh, what a clutch play. That could, depending on how his next game goes, I'm not sure where he ended up after that or if this is new information, but he could push himself up into that, or second place right now is what it's looking like, because Arkner and Falconer are leading the pack. But regardless, before we finish up, we've got about an hour left here on NA West. We're going to go ahead and take a break, refresh ourselves, and then come right back to watch the epic conclusion of NA West. We've only got one spot left. Don't go anywhere.
Let's slide out to the lobby. Let's slide out to the lobby. Let's slide out to the lobby to get your spots and nugs. Burgers from dirt to munch. Tacos Royale with brunch. QC's a tasty treat for Lil with PB and Pizza Pete. Let's slide out to the lobby to get your spots and nugs. Let's slide out to the lobby to get your spots and nugs.
What's up, Fortnite fam? Sundown here, and today we are going to talk about the Tactical Assault Rifle and its addition to competitive play.
The Tactical Assault Rifle is probably one of the best additions to the game. It's a long-range weapon where you could save AR ammo if you have a drum gun.
Small bullet, you can find everywhere, so it's a good weapon.
The Tactical AR is an uncommon, epic, and legendary weapon that utilizes light ammunition and has a high rate of fire. It does 22, 23, or 24 damage depending on rarity, has a pretty fast first shot accuracy timer, and a dope reloading animation. I mean, come on. Just look at it. We've seen a lot of competitive players opt into using the Tactical Assault Rifle over the course of the Fortnite World Cup online open qualifiers. So let's hear from some of the players who qualified for the finals and get their thoughts on the TAC AR's addition to the game.
It's really good, like really good. Once you get to endgame scenarios like 5th zone and beyond, it absolutely beams. It's very viable in meta right now. Everybody's been using it.
I like it because you could actually sneak up on someone. It has this low sound, so it's hard to hear.
It had its viability due to its first shot accuracy that can make it really strong, and the fall off damage isn't as strong as it was for the silent SMG, which got vaulted.
I reckon the gun's awesome for endgame because if you've got height, that gun can really get a lot of eliminations because it's like a laser, and people endgame tend to have less HP than they would towards the early and mid game. So I think it's really strong in situations.
Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on the Tactical Assault Rifle, and when do you like to use it? Send us your opinions using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup, and I'll see you on the battle bus, or maybe on the high ground with a TAC AR.
Lonzo Ball is finally away from the chaos of the Lakers. He had the world on his shoulders, his tiny shoulders, and now he's also away from the latest crack. It should be a good reset for him. I mean, all young Lakers that leave end up doing better. D'Lo and Randall, as a Lakers fan, I'm not crying. But he doesn't come to that.
Welcome back, Fortnite
What?
fam,
It's
to
not
the
Kitty
Fortnite
Face?
Online World Cup qualifiers. My name is Spooky Face. I'm joined with an incredible cast today, but you know what? Shout outs to Shy for being here and bringing his best pun game. I know I'm impressed, but you know who I'm even more impressed by? These two gentlemen that are about to join me to cast these next set of games. I've got Bala, I got Zeke. Boys.
Apparently, Pookie Face is very easily impressed because I have impressed her.
I thought you were really about to go into Robot Zeke right there.
No, it
I was
is
very
Serious
terrified.
Friday, and this is the final duo qualifier week, Bala.
It is.
It all comes down to this, man.
Yeah, it does. It all comes down to this. We've seen the leaderboards. We've seen Dade and Johnny kind of pushing their way up there, and then obviously Jaeyoon with his clutch. But I want to see more of that. I want to see more clutches. So let's hop into the games. Zeke, it's time. We got an hour left about in NAOSQs. It's coming down to the wire.
Man, you know, if you know me, I'm getting stressed because I feel for all these players. I understand what they're going for, and I just want them all to be happy. So I stress out, you know, so I'm going to try and keep myself calm, cool, and collected. Probably not going to work out, but I just figured I'd be honest and upfront with you. Fluff Bro going to be immediately beamed by Nibs here, and CLG Crispy, his duo partner. I'm liking what they've got going on right now.
They are. They're going to find 2 eliminations.
Oh, he got duo? Oh,
the stress of some of these guys, the pressure.
Oh, he edited a window.
Zeke?
Well, you know, someone dealt it.
I can explain. I can explain. I didn't mean to click there. I didn't mean to throw the stink.
You know,
that is just sad.
Sometimes
it just came out.
You just get.
That you can just tell they don't have.
Just say excuse me in those moments, you know, like,
between them.
I just released it. Excuse me. I did not mean to fart this gigantic, nauseous gas cloud, but things happen. You know, we're only.
It netted them an elimination earlier, so you know, get excited a little bit. But Crispy and Nibs now going to go ahead and use the launch pad and get towards the other side of the zone, which is where all these players right now are basing up and getting ready to, you know, go for all the action that they can and let some of that pressure loose.
I mean, they got to try and make sure that everyone else is feeling that pressure that you're talking about. Because again, this is the final dual qualifier week. This is it. It is now make it or break it time. Phoenix A.
Don't
Phoenix.
decide that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna Phoenix A. A. I was trying to
very excited, Phoenix.
Yeah. Gets down there, and now look, Howdy, hello, and Doom Soggies are going to try and pick up that elimination. There you go. So where is his dual partner? Probably has just abandoned ship. He's like, you know what? I'm going to leave. Good luck. I need to try and play for placement because top 15, of course, is that first placement threshold. And that's probably, he's probably looking to slow things down, right? Let me just make it there first. Maybe I'll get a cheeky elim here, there. But that's probably what's going to be happening.
Knowing that, and knowing the position that he was in, kind of stuck on low ground, not really any space to edit away or even move your teammate away from where they possibly will be going for it. He's going to get stuck there and left. Now, Primo, looking for shots with that combat shotgun, but of course we know the effectiveness of that reduced a little bit, but we're not seeing too much of players, you know, deciding, hey, it's not that strong anymore on high ground.
Oh no, Johnny!
I was just talking to you about this, Zeke. No. That's Johnny right there, and we just said he was in that second place. Has the chances to go up there.
Johnny's
I think
out.
this duo partner,
Daddy's
Dade, is still up. Yes.
Yep.
Just pointed him
Dang
out.
it, Johnny, bro.
The screen. We're getting close to that top 15.
Johnny,
so
man.
just like you said earlier, Dade, you've got
Johnny
to
has such a
here.
pop-up aspect,
And this
bro.
is going to put Dade in a little bit of an awkward spot, right? Because you never want to lose your dual partner in these situations. You guys want to be alive as long as possible. And I know that sounds like, of course, it's duos, yes. Does Zeke, right? I know. But in all seriousness, the longer, if you're in positions where you're in 1v2s, it's just a much more of an uphill battle right here. But Bolt.
There goes Dade.
No! The caster curse.
But Zeke, he did get that top 15, so not a completely lost cause in this game, because that's 3 points, and I'm sure, knowing them, they probably had some eliminations. They are so aggressive.
Yeah, for sure. And this means they can re-queue, right? Don't forget, you've got 3-hour window to queue or 10 total matches, so they get right back into action and keep things going.
Oh, no,
right now, look at this circle. Look kind of where we're navigating. These players need to start making these rotations, or they're going to get caught out in weird spots. Look at that. You've already got people taking to the skies, launch pads, building straight up via ramps. Tome here. He's got the right idea. Let's get here first. Let's establish ourselves a nice little position.
Such a good underrated
player.
player.
Someone with this play.
I love
She's so good.
And then edited the cone in such a way that it makes it so easy for anybody to land on that. And in some cases even break, but it did connect to the.
I love Snows. No, I think
above him, the floor above him.
I was thinking about taking rocks.
Again, the caster curse. They've got to go. JMO is the closest one.
No.
Kenichi is top. I'm pretty certain
it's just
this
one
is
more.
over.
Kenichi against this one player, and then throw him down below. He's definitely going to go out. It's Hansel up on top.
Yeah, they won.
And the grenade launch actually coming in from the bottom. I don't know where those grenades are coming, but it actually knocked Hansel out. Oh, Kenichi also had an RPG, so those both combined here to make it difficult for Hansel, trying to get that RPG off.
Did he get the
reloaded? But he's not going to let him. Immediately pressuring as soon as he heard that sound of the RPG. But the knockdown's coming in. Is he going to take any damage? No, he catches himself. But the pressure is still going on from Kenichi, and it's going off the side of this building right now, but moving back.
Oh, he connected it? No way.
Take a breather here, connect back with metal, and he is definitely chilling. But also the time for Kenichi to reload that RPG.
And he saw the wood come out, so he knows he has no more metal left. And as those wood materials keep coming out, he's knowing he's attacking Hansel's build. He's probably only got a handful left, 15. And now Kenichi hasn't built anything. He's trying to just get it down to an old-fashioned who can fire first. And Kenichi says, that is me, friend. And take a look. A 9-elimination victory royale. 19 points, especially being in a 1v1 situation there. You love to see it.
That was clinical from start to finish. As soon as that 1v1 began, right, he was trying to get his RPG reloaded. He was trying to get those opportunities. But what he wasn't doing was wasting his materials and building while Hansel wasn't pressuring. He put enough pressure on to put Hansel on the back foot. Hansel kept trying to reconnect his builds. That's not going to be enough against Kenichi, who knew exactly what to do in that situation.
Oh, man. I was going to say maybe even save it there, but you know what? Right now he's prioritizing surviving, establishing a nice little nook for himself moving forward. Now the question is, where is Rex? He's got to be, okay, so we can kind of see his name there, kind of far. He's trying to close that distance and reconnect there with his duo partner, and now they've done just that.
Just that. What happens, they bring the pressure, the stinks come out, and the shield tags come in for Bumboy. Attack AR. You hear so much about the versatility of that weapon coming into great effect, but not quite the damage that you expect and the damage that you get from some of these other weapons, the ARs, the drum guns, you know, the infantry rifles. So you got 4 hits there and not even a shield break.
Right, right. Yeah, the damage is a little less, but what it makes up for in player damage, you make up for it in like structure damage, right?
At first, I thought chug flashes was like a bunch of slurps in one.
And right now, speaking of the infantry rifle, Bumboy has one, so he's gonna look to line up those headshots. You know, we've seen people like Ninja utilizing this weapon, and it is absolutely a laser beam when you can connect. And obviously, in the hands of these players, the top 1%. It's going to hit, you know, and when it does, it is going to hit you like a truck. I'm talking upwards of 80 damage on headshot. That is going to be sending players reeling. Okay. Catches building, not building there. Unfortunately, going to get dropped immediately.
He said building, not editing, so he didn't know how to...
Yeah, he was trying to build, did not edit. It's okay, these things happen. Whoa, Sama, whoa! You cannot jump and scare me like that, all right? God, I already told you I'm stressing out. Jump scares are gonna catch me every time.
Man, he peeked his head through that floor, and then as soon as the floor ended up getting built, he got pushed up by that phasing mechanic. So unfortunately, Sama is gonna be the worse for wear, but Bumboy and Rex right now continuing forward. I see Epic Whale and 40R Storm right now. We know they were up there in the leaderboards, but fell just a little bit. We didn't see him too high last time we checked. But both of the players, unfortunately, in their box under their stairs, and that's going to cause 40R Storm to take advantage with his precise aim across the box.
And I mean, this is a scary duo, right? We kind of talked about this is more recent. Obviously, we've seen KNG Epic Whale with KNG Epic Whale's duo / Seal Matt. They're the same person. But now it's 40R Storm. Now look above, though. Ghost Sean, Ghost Aiden. These guys have already qualified, and they're looking just to continue getting practice. That prize money as well. There's no better way to get practice. And Aiden here just playing medic. I got you, buddy. Don't worry, Sean. Heal up. Have a splash.
It's crazy that we have these items in the game where we can actually play medic. We can actually have somebody who is carrying the splashes on purpose and making sure he's paying attention to his duo's HP at all times. But while Aiden drops down with the Shadow Bomb, a rocket comes out from the top and knocks Sean down, so it's just Aiden again. And we saw this situation a couple of games ago.
He left Sean by himself.
I mean, we know he can do it. And really, this guy has performed on all stages right now, and I think he's finally gotten over that hump where everybody was saying, hey, Aiden, you're crazy at getting in people's face, at getting eliminations, but endgame performance, not so good. But in this stage, in the World Cup Online qualifiers, his endgame performance has been insane. But unfortunately, going down here, but regardless, proving everybody wrong about that, you know, fallacy, I would say.
Yeah, and don't forget, Aiden was at the Summer Block Party. He has been on the stage that will be going to the Fortnite World Cup final. So he's already got a little taste of it, right? So that is probably going to help calm his nerves just a little bit and help give him that edge. And again, he's already qualified. He's just looking to place high, continue to practice, because there's no better practice, probably until we get that trios week, but even then, that's still not quite the same. But look at this. You've still got Epic Will. You've got 40R Storm here left alive. 9 players, 8 players, 7. Okay, hold on. 7 players, 5 duos. So top 5 coming out, and players will be dropped left and right. KNG Epic Will being one of those there right in front of you.
And we saw Fulmer on high ground. He picked up 1 elimination back then. He's still up with his duo Kytrex, and I believe, both taking a little bit of fall damage, and all of a sudden it shambles, but they do get the
Storm's up too,
down onto 40R Storm, and now all they have to do is find Berserk, and they're already setting up that pinch, you can see. But Berserk, with the double campfire, is going to quickly start to
he has way more HP
so
than
they've got to
them.
go quick. But Berserk making the play first. He's going to run back right into his box as that RPG comes out, but no more RPG to knock it down, and I don't think they have mats to be able to fight to this, and I think he can connect to the hill. Yes, he can! All of a sudden, this is looking terrible. Berserk might have just pulled off a 1v2 clutch because Fulmer and Kytrex are not going to be able to get up over the zone, and all of a sudden, things have gone haywire. Berserk with the clutch of a lifetime here in the World Cup last region.
It was basically like
play. 45 points from that, the victory royale. It's going to be 15 points on the game.
And that's going to be a huge confidence boost,
right? Mr. Savage clutch with the Shadow Bomb when he went up the hill. Basically like that.
Oh my god, I cannot believe you just pulled off the 1v2 really against this other duo. That is going to just help move your gameplay forward. But of course, there's more Fortnite action to be had. You've got SC Jacob up top, Pat, Antidote, Kenny's, Spidey is there as well, and these guys are looking to fight right now, and a build-off is coming out.
This is crazy.
Really, this is a waste of match.
Like
do not build
really
fighting like it.
This height,
this is the dumbest idea ever.
A lot of investment into that from both players. All that bricks, man. All that those hard materials that we like to call them, the brick and metal.
Yeah, for sure. You never want to be burning those, especially not midway through the game when you know you're going to be fighting for it late game. And of course, for a moment there, we saw WBG Ranger and Cypher PK. We kind of talked about them. They've practiced super, super hard, putting in reps, putting in the time in the game. And look at this, they're finding themselves in a spot where they can contest for top 15 and get the first round of placement points.
Yeah, and you did mention confidence just a second ago about performing well and how that transition to the next game, but even these little micro wins here, fighting for high ground, getting that high ground, and then being able to get a couple of knocks and possibly some siphon from it as well, and really get yourself back into the game, that's a confidence booster in and of itself.
For sure, and those things, like, I cannot stress this enough, and this is something I kind of like to talk about a lot, is, you know, your confidence in play. If you're, whenever you're going to go and, say, take a fight against a player, if you're sitting there thinking, man, I don't know, like that player might be better than me, you've already lost. You just have to be as confident as possible. It doesn't matter who's on the other end. All that matters is your game, what you can pull off. And in every instance where you feel, you know what, it doesn't matter, I'm just going to do the best that I can, and that's what I'm going to be happy with. I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, you're going to win those engagements. And sure, there's going to be those times where this other guy just happens to be Aiden, and he just gives you his hands. It's all good. Just reset, let it wash over, hop back into queue, and keep your mindset positive, right?
Yeah, that's honestly the story of this entire sequence of events, this World Cup qualifiers, right? Online Open. It's literally all about mindset and staying positive throughout both the semifinals days and the finals days. It's really like a whole grind to get your mind in such a place where one game is not going to affect you, because you have to play 10 games. And not only do you have to play 10 games, but you have to do it over 10 weeks. So for those people who have done this week after week, performed and gotten to Sunday,
You got souls going for height.
To have the
Such a bad idea.
The work ethic to be here
and everything
week after
people
week,
do
is
really reckless
the
in this
positivity
game.
to play here, really.
This
you know
is
what I'm thinking,
not
Zeke,
looks like
all these guys are doing this, they're going places. They're going places in life, not just Fortnite, not just gaming.
Kenny's.
They aren't just World Cup
I think that's his
competitors, but
name.
really, they're gonna go places.
Could not agree with you more, my man. Could not agree with you more. And I get it, right? Like, I've been there. I know what it's like to hop into a game, you get eliminated, and you just tilt off the face of the earth. I
After
get
this
it.
game,
We've all been there.
I'm gonna play a
but
few
you know, at the
arena
end of the day,
matches
man, you just have to just
and then
try and
stream.
reset. Just get up, walk away for a moment, get a drink, you know, just do anything to just forget about that moment and just recollect yourself. But
Probably
hopping
get
back into the game, Balla, 17 players, 16 players. As I say this, you know, of course, I thought it was just jump all the way up to 15, 30 minutes left here in the queue. So like you kind of touched on earlier, you got a 3-hour window or 10 games to play, whichever kind of comes first.
11:30,
You got to think, man, for a lot of these players, they're just counting those points, watching the leaderboard, saying,
now you
okay,
can actually see the
I saw
ref.
this other duo, they're at this many points. What do we need to do here, right? We need at least top 15 to get near there with this many eliminations, right? You know, it's tough, man. It's tough.
They're counting the time as well, and knowing even in these endgame situations that if I stay in this game right now, I can play 2 more games or what have you right now. Kenny's picking up a lot of loot. They still have high ground from earlier. It's the team that fought all the way back when. We were talking about them committing their resources to it, but they've picked up quite a lot, and they're still fighting. Finally going to decide, hey, this is too risky right now. We're right around the point thresholds. We don't want to go down, but he does beam. Kayun out from high ground. He took it from him, but he's going to go right back up to him. I think he did get just a knock. So there's still one more player up above. It's got to be Takata. He does actually find him, track him all the way down. That's going to be a lot of materials, some shadow bombs as well, and possibly some upgrades to the weaponry. He does find those 2 shadow bombs and refreshes his materials, Zeke. He's back in it.
But don't forget, Kenny's dual partner Antidote is gone. He was picked up in the crossfire there, so it's unfortunate. And look who's still in the center of your screen.
Cypher's
Cypher
still there, and Ranger too.
Ranger. They're still alive and well. I hope I did not just crash to curse
Wow.
them. They've got 56 points, which is very substantial. And look at this, Cypher sitting on 4 eliminations. Look, he's gonna find another one here. Ranger looking to come in for the assist, and they pick up Ski in that box battle. Huge find there. 1 more elimination. Another duo needs to fall, and they're gonna hit top 10. Another round of placements. There it comes right now. So of course, the next threshold they're looking to hit is top 5.
Cypher's box fighting ability is just crazy here. Every single time he gets exposed, he does manage to place that player under the stairs, and this is one of the most extended fights I have seen yet today. I mean, there's been drum gun going on for what feels like centuries, but right now, still trying to find. Ranger is still up. They're still trying to find their presence, find their box, find their space, get away from the rest of the players. They finally do that. Cypher PK is going to have a moment of rest as he takes those minis.
And you know, we actually got to hang out with Cypher at the summer block party. He competed in the Pro-Am. And, you know, I was like, Cypher, you know, how are you feeling about the games and the World Cup? He's like, dude, I want this so bad. You know, I've never wanted something more. I'm practicing every single day as often as I can, as much as I possibly can, because obviously we're all have different walks of life, right? We are all, some of us anyway, are adults trying to live our lives and play. And look at this, top 3, a 1v1v1, a free-for-all right now, and Cypher BK sitting in the middle. Now, he does not have the health advantage, drops super low.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Down. Kenny's from above is going to take advantage of him dropping to mid-ground, but Kenny's all of a sudden right on top of Ryan Clark. Or not Ryan Clark.
Not Ryan Clark, that's not him.
Looks like a heal-off. He's going to use those chug splashes inside of his box. He's just holding the metal right now. Kenny's trying to get in. But again, the chug splash reigns supreme.
It was Kenny's game, but he didn't have any
It is so good at doing that. And he even has a slurp taking, or no, that's just the winning condition. You just start ticking up in HP. But there you go, the victory route for not Ryan.
Yeah, not Ryan. Whoever you are, I know you're not Ryan, but great, again, usage of that chug splash. It just was added to the game this week. And again, I'm telling you, man, we're just still finding use cases for this item. Originally, it was just, hey, you can throw this thing and you can give whoever's in the AoE 20 HP or 20 shield, depending on the circumstance. Or, hey, your guy is DBNO, down but not out. And you can still, you know, extend his timer there. But in cases like that, where you're like, look, I'm just going to force this guy into the storm. I've got 6 of these or a handful. I'm just going to...
you'll never have school. But even after summer break, we still won't have school. Is there any such thing called puppy doll?
No.
Puppy doll is a word, right? Puppy is a word. Doll is a word. Doll. Doll is what you eat. People have to eat doll, right? What if puppy is eat doll?
Yeah, of course you eat dolls. We eat dolls.
New freaking good item.
Mommy.
Yeah? Yeah? What? What? Okay. Wait, I can't.
Hello, ask him.
In your teeth.
Yeah? Okay. There's 3 minutes left. Why? Three minutes left.